Alright, starting with exercise number 1. The most important thing is the slant direction that you use when you ascend and descend. So, I'm going to do this with the metronome as well. And I do see that I accidentally put the tempo marker as a dotted quarter note for the beat. Ignore that. It's just a quarter note per beat, or the beat's going to feel like it's a quarter note, and you'll hear what I'm talking about when I use the metronome. But to start with, I'm going to make sure that when you're doing the ascending, when you're climbing higher in pitch, you need the downward pick slant. Even work on having a little bit of a palm mute too. Now when you're doing the descending, you're going to switch your pick to the upward slant. See how my pick's going from this to this? Well, you can't palm mute those. So don't worry about trying to palm mute the ascending portion, or I'm sorry, the descending portion. So, getting the metronome on. Now I'm not going to do every single speed going from 60 all the way up, but I'm doing a few speeds so you have a point of reference. So remember, always start at 60 beats per minute every single practice session. Every single practice session. This is going to help you get your mechanics down properly. So, I'm going to play from this angle so you can see what my right hand is doing slant-wise, pick slant-wise. So, 60 beats a minute, this is how it should sound. And then, when you do that correctly once, bump it up 5. But, because this is just a demonstration video, I'm going to go to 120. And then your goal speed for this is 240. It's got to sound clean, too. Okay, so now the fast version of that, where you have the 16th notes instead of the 8th notes, I'm going to go through that now. So starting at 60. So remember, you got to get that first exercise starting from 60 all the way to 240, 100% correct, before you start working on the second version of this. So here is the second version, how it should sound. 60 beats a minute to start. Again, always start at 60. And then 120. So this it gets harder around here to really make things sound really clean. So let's do 140 next. $160. $180. And let's stop at 200 here. Yeah, so gotta take those small steps. Just remember, if you try and bypass any of those steps, in other words, skip it. Like if you start a practice session at 80 or 100 beats per minute, you're cheating yourself because you're not spending enough time at the slower paces or the slower speeds, which allows you to build much more solid mechanics. And you got to stay in those slower speeds for enough period of time, or a long enough period of time, to build the proper mechanics to play fast with accuracy. All right, next one. Exercise number 2, where you are working on your transitions. So here it is at 60 beats per minute. That was wrong. I'm going to do that again and hopefully correct this time. Hang on. I think I'm letting that note ring out too long, aren't I? Because 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1 and a 2. Yeah, I am. Sorry. I screwed up. Take 3. Let's see if I can play my own exercise correct this time. Here we go. And now I'm doing a repeat. Don't do the repeat on this. Not necessary. I mean, you can. But, alright, one more time with no repeat. And then I'll bump up the speed. Here's the real way to do it. I swear. So make sure pick stroke wise, you're going to end each bar with a downstroke. So you have your down, 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 hammer on pull off. I know a lot of people will do, they'll do down, 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 up, and then do a pull off there, but that is going to slow you down versus. So doing the hammer on pull off will make you faster at this. It's gonna do it. So hammer on pull off. All right, so 120 now. And then your goal speed of 240. It's not easy, but that's basically what you're working up to before you start working on 6 notes a beat with this instead of the 3 notes per beat. All right, exercise number 3, where you do have a repeat, and you're basically doing the extended version of that last exercise. So let's go back down to 60. So you break out of that sweep shape at the end there and resolve to that A note. And the reason why is because I just like the sound of it. Thought that'd be a good way to end it. All right, 120. And then let's do 160 next. Let's see if I can do 200. I haven't practiced sweeps with the metronome in quite a while. So let's see how well I can pull this off. Okay, I think that's sufficient. And goal speed of 240 beats per minute. 3 notes per beat. One of the biggest challenges of that is keeping the notes evenly spaced for each beat. And the last one, where we start with the hammer-on pull-off, so like the top portion of the shape. Also 3 notes per beat. Actually, yeah, I'd end it with an upstroke. Alright, double time. 120. And let's do 180. Oh my, I screwed up. I'm not doing so well with this one. I guess this is an exercise I should be practicing. Take 3. Well, let's go for 240 anyway. It is the goal speed. Let's see how well this goes. Okay. Hopefully that's good enough. So, if you have any questions for me before next month, next lesson, just send those questions to me and I'll do my best to answer them. Alright, I'll see you next time.